מזמור לדוד, אדוני רואי לא אחסר, בנאות שירביצני על ימי מנוחות, ינעלני. נפשי ישובב, ינחני במגלי צדק למען שמו, גם כי אלק וקיצל מוות, לא ידע רע כי אתה עמדי. שבטך ומשענתך המה ינחמוני, תערוך לפני שולחן נגד שורדיי, תשענת ושמן ראשי כוסי רוויה. אך טוב וחסד ירדפוני כל ימי חיי, ושבתי בבית אדוני לאורך ימים. The words of the 23rd Psalm, a Psalm of David. Adonai is my shepherd, I shall not want. Giving me repose in green meadows, leading me beside the still waters to revive my spirit. Guiding me on the right path, for that is God's essence. Though I walk through a valley of the shadow of death, I fear no harm, for you are with me. Your staff and your rod comfort me. You prepare a banquet for me in the presence of my foes. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and kindness shall be my portion all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of Adonai forever. Thank you everyone for coming out, and thank you to all of you at home for tuning in. My name is Rabbi Aníbal Mas from Congregation Sharon Tzedek, and it's my great honor to be here officiating the funeral services for Oscar Cantin Z, Rabah, of blessed memory. Oscar was also known to the Jewish people by his Hebrew name, Osher ben Yosef HaKohen Umirka, Zichrono Livracha. He was the son of Joseph and Mary Cantin of blessed memory, the husband of the late Feiga Cantin of blessed memory, the brother of Harvey and Yvonne Cantin, and also of Louis Cantin of blessed memory, the father of Sherry and John Rikeima and Alison Silkoff, the grandfather of Jordan, Lauren, Lana, Aaron, and Brandon. Oscar passed away unexpectedly on Friday, February 17th, at the age of 100. Outgoing, social person with a positive attitude, a good sense of humor, and unconditional love for his family. A man who loved music, dancing, and photography. These are a few of the things that people will remember about Oscar. But when I was talking with Oscar family about his virtues and his legacy, there were two things that as a rabbi impressed me the most. And those were Oscar's capability to adapt to new circumstances and his ability to see the bright side in any situation. You see, we read a story in the Talmud where Rabban Gamliel, Rabbi Eleazar ben Azariah, Rabbi Joshua, and Rabbi Akiva went up to Jerusalem and saw the Holy Temple in ruins. They all began to weep, except for Rabbi Akiva, that started to laugh. Rabbi Akiva, why are you laughing? This is what his fellow sages asked him, with tears in their eyes, upon seeing a fox coming out of the site where once had stood the Holy of Holies in the now destroyed temple. Why are you weeping? Responded Rabbi Akiva. We see a place so sacred that the Torah warned that any outsider who enter will die is now desecrated by a fox walking there, they explained. So how can we not cry? For that very reason, explained Rabbi Akiva, I laugh with joy. You see, the prophecy regarding the destruction and exile concludes with the Temple Mount turning into a jungle. Until that came true, I couldn't look forward to the fulfillment of the other prophecy regarding redemption. Now that I see that fox, I realize the first prophecy has been fulfilled, and I can begin to look forward to the fulfillment of the second. I personally love this story because it reminds us that people with a positive attitude is something very difficult to find. To the point that only one out of those 4 scholars was able to see the same situation from a positive angle. Then we can see the merits in Oscar's life, where optimism was even complemented with devotion to family, a great sense of humor, love for the arts, and a natural sense of the priorities in life. All this made Oscar beloved by all who were privileged enough with knowing him and spending time with him. Having to overcome some very difficult challenges in life, Oscar had all the rights to become a bitter person, but instead, he always remained joyous and positive. His cheerful personality was very much appreciated during the years where he ran a hot dog stand in Selkirk. He developed some very loyal customers who will stop there every time they drove by. Oscar always remembered those great times in Selkirk. The restaurant was eventually sold in 1961 when he moved to Winnipeg and started working with his brother in Cantin Drugs. He was far from Selkirk, but always finding the bright side to every situation, Oscar realized that this was a unique opportunity to become closer to his brother Harvey. His passion for capturing and preserving memories guided Oscar to develop a fascination for photography. He shared this love for photography with his grandchildren, always encouraging them to embrace the practice of preserving beautiful memories. Now, you must understand that Oscar was born in 1922. That means that he had to upgrade his cameras and learn about new technology multiple times. He went from the bulky gear of the first half of the 20th century to the modern digital video cameras. But that was never a problem. His positive attitude served him well to be patient and to adapt to the new equipment. Oscar also served in the World War II as a gunner on a famous Lancaster bomber. He was stationed in England, and it was very difficult because he had to leave behind his mother to serve his country. Family was extremely important to Oscar, to the point that, for example, at the time to plan holiday destinations, he always favored places where he could also visit family. Those were times when there was no internet, no FaceTime, so everything has to be face-to-face time, and holiday time was perfect to relax and at the same time to reconnect with relatives. Oscar had another challenge when his beloved wife Vega passed away in 1995. He had to learn how to become a father and a mother, to be there for his daughters, and to do things at home. Unfortunately, Oscar completely lost his sight in 2016. But he never lost his positive attitude and zest for life. He stayed at home for as long as he could, but eventually Oscar had to be moved to the Simpkins Center where he could have better care around the clock. And even there, he discovered a new way to enjoy life, participating in new activities, concerts, and meeting new people. He took his health very seriously, taking his vitamins, his medication, and listening to everything the doctors had to say. During the COVID lockdown, Oscar had a rare opportunity to move home with Sherry and John, who also provided excellent care, plus something that not even the best senior home can provide: family love. Eventually, after 2.5 years, the restrictions were relaxed, and Oscar was able to go back to the Simpkins Center to receive the medical care he needed. And even after all that, he never lost the zest for living, the curiosity, the adaptability to new situations. His mind was good and sharp until the end. And even though he left this world unexpectedly, he leaves behind a legacy of unconditional love and unconditional optimism, to the point that I'm sure he could have probably found something good even in a day like this. May his memory be a source of blessing and comfort. Amen. I'm going to continue now with the memorial prayer, the El Maleh Rachamim. El Maleh Rachamim Shochem Bameroimim Ametzei Menucha Nechona Tachat Kanfei Ashechina V'ma'alot Kedoshim Kedoshim Uteorim Kezoyer Arakim Amazidim Et Nishemat Et Nishemat Osher Ben Yosef HaKohen Umirka שהלך לעולמו בעבור שאנו מתפללים ועד הצקרת נשמתו בגן עדן בגן עדן מנוחתו לכם על הרחמים אז תראו וסתר כנפיו לעולמים וצרור בצרור החיים החיים את נשמתו אדוני ונחלתו וינוח ושלום על משכבו ונאמר Amen. Exalted, compassionate God, grant infinite rest in your sheltering presence among the holy and pure to the soul of Oscar Cantin, who has gone to his eternal home. Merciful One, we ask that our loved one find perfect peace in your eternal embrace. May his soul be bound up in the bond of life. May he rest in peace. Let us all say, Amen. The mourner's Kaddish. Itgadal ve'itgadash shemei Rabah ve'alma divirach iduteh ve'yamlich malchuteh v'chayechon uvyom echon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael v'agalah uvizman kariv ve'imru Amen. Yeheh shemei Rabah mevorach le'alam u'le'olmei olmaya v'dvarach v'ishtavach v'itpa'ar v'itromam v'itnaseh ve'ithadar ve'it'aleh ve'ithalal שמי דקודשה בריחו לאלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תמידם בעלמה וימרו אמן. יהא שלום רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום ממרומיו ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. המקום ינחם אתכם וטוב שרב לציון בירושלים. May God bless you and comfort you. Let us all say, Amen. In a minute, we're going to proceed with the burial part of the service. Everybody here is invited to come forward to pick up a shovel and to participate by putting some earth on top of Oscar's coffin. But before that, a few announcements. Immediately after burial is over, everybody's invited to participate in the meal of consolation at 1446 Mathers Bay East. Again, 1446 Mathers Bay East and also to announce that Shiva will be private. Following the Jewish tradition, in lieu of flowers, you may want to consider a donation to the charity of your choice in memory of Oscar Cantin, Zichrono Livracha, of blessed memory. And the family would like to extend their gratitude to the staff and doctors at the Simkin Center, especially to Oscar Aides, Lyndon, and nurses Corina, Brenda, Tessie, and Valentina for their excellent care. Now, I would like to invite immediate family first to come forward to put some earth on top of the coffin, and then everybody else is invited. After you finish this, please feel free to return to your transportation. Thank you everyone for coming out. Thank you to all of you for tuning in.
The ground is too hard for any of you. We have some fine gravel here that could be used as well.